Big Gamer out here. How are you guys doing today? I'm super. Thanks for asking. So, I'm not going to beat around the bush, guys. I pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch yesterday, and I wanted to tell you guys why I did it and why I think it's actually a good idea to go out and pre-order a Nintendo Switch. I'm not sponsored by Nintendo, but I have some strong feelings about this, so I'm just going to give those to you now. First of all, I really liked the build quality of the device, and a lot of the guys I really trust online on podcasts are actually saying now they've got hands on, it doesn't feel like the Wii U gamepad did, it doesn't feel like the Nintendo 3DS did. It actually feels really solid and it feels like a decent expensive device. I really like the idea of the seamless switching from using it on your TV and then being able to just put it straight out of the dock and use it on your couch or away from your TV. And that's really good for me. I mean, I've got a wife. If you've got at home, if you've got a girlfriend, a significant other, maybe you've got kids, something like that, and you want to be able to just stop gaming, walk away, maybe game on your couch, game in bed, game on the go, take it to a mate's house. I think this really kind of offers me a lot of value as a person, as a gamer. I don't really need a third box to play Madden or FIFA or something like that. What I do need is something that I can actually continue to use when it's convenient to me. Like, the third thing that I really like about it is the idea of being able to take proper big games, open world games, RPGs, things of that nature, on the go and be able to play them at my leisure. Now, a lot of the time when you want to get invested in one of these games, for me personally, something like Skyrim, I'm going to play this for like 4 or 5 hours. It's not convenient for my family, it's not convenient for me even, and it doesn't fit around kind of a modern lifestyle. But being able to take it with you, being able to take it to bed, on the couch and on the go, really does help you kind of get all those side missions done, catch up on the the lore and the world and stuff like that a lot easier. And the likes of bringing out Zelda and Skyrim and Xenoblade and being able to take that stuff with you is crazy to me. I just love it. I really like the idea of all the options that you get with it. You've got the kind of 3DS style local multiplayer, wireless multiplayer using the Switch. It can kind of act as a TV and you can play multiplayer split screen on just the tablet. Obviously that's not ideal, but you can always just throw it up on the TV anyway. And then again, you've also got to be able to take it on the go, which is the whole point of the thing in the first place. And I like options because in my lifestyle, the things I do, I need to be able to be fluid and have those options available to me. And obviously the fifth reason that I ordered a Nintendo Switch is why anyone should order a Nintendo Switch, and that's for games. First party Nintendo is always really, really strong. And you can feel like the R&D development that has gone into the Switch is a lot greater. So I think this time you're going to get a lot more first-party exclusives. I mean, just look at that Mario, guys. If anyone's seen that Mario trailer and is not excited, you're dead inside. So a lot of people on the internet at the moment have been very negative around the Nintendo Switch and the event, and there's a lot of reasons people would say don't pre-order the Nintendo Switch right now. I just wanted to go over a few of those and tell you why I think you shouldn't really worry about that. First of all, everyone's talking about the price. $299, $279 in the UK. For me, that's less than I pay for my Wii U. And I'm going to pay this more than my Wii U? Hell yes. Does this look like a better, more substantial device than Wii U? Hell yes. So price, not an issue for me at all. Storage, I found out you can actually get like a 200 gig, like a mini SD card, slap in that bad boy for about the price of a new game. So for me, knowing that the 32 gigs of the Wii U lasted me so long, I think that, 200 odd gig for the Nintendo Switch won't be an issue at all. 3 is the power of the unit. So a lot of people are saying, well, they wanted something that's as powerful as a PS4. Right, here's the thing, guys. At the moment, all the games that come out, they look great on the 6-inch 720p screen, and they look really, really good blown up onto the TV because it is running at a high resolution and higher frame rate than the Wii U. So we're looking at a lot of 900p and 1080p up-reses, and it still looks really good. I mean, I have a 4K TV. I have a PlayStation 4 Pro. I have an Xbox One S, but guess what? None of them are blowing my socks off at the moment. The 4K really isn't worth it. Upscaling from 1440p, you can talk about it all you want. Unless you're a complete maniac and you count every pixel, maybe you're Eurogamer or something like that, really, you're not seeing a lot of difference there. So for me, it really doesn't make much of a difference. 1080p, 60 frames a second, still the way to go for me. Right, number 4, the release lineup. A lot of guys aren't that happy with the release lineup at the moment. They wanted a kind of a dearth of games on day one. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea at the moment for Nintendo. If they force third parties to bring loads and loads of games to day one, they're just going to be rushed ports. Original content takes a while to develop for, and that will be coming kind of next spring and on. And then you've also got the fact that the 3DS is still selling strong, and there's still a strong game release lineup for the Nintendo 3DS. Now, when the 3DS goes away with the Dodo, or when Nintendo decides to start ramping that down, all of that development, all those teams will start developing for Nintendo Switch, and at the same time, the third party will then join it as well. So we knew in the first kind of 12 months, it wasn't going to be a case of masses of titles. It's going to be a case of quality over quantity, and the fact that they're bringing a big game out like every month for the Switch is really, really impressive. So after the initial launch day, they're going to support you with a new big game every month. So it's going to be Mario Kart, then it's going to be ARMS, then Splatoon 2, then FIFA, then Skyrim, then Mario. So you're going to get loads of good games on there, guys. They're going to keep peppering you with high budget titles, high quality content, until, as we know, the floodgates will open and all of the support will rush through the door. So in summary, I really don't need a third console to do exactly the same thing as my Xbox and my PS4 already doing. To me, that brings me no value. It's just a waste of money, and it just gives me another conflicting service to have to play games under that I can't actually join up with my friends. I like being able to take the massive games on the go. It adds a lot of value to me in my life as a gamer. The quality of the device and the offerings, the video game offerings, seem really, really high. I can't wait to play that Mario. I cannot wait to play Zelda. The idea of playing third-party games in a way I can't play on my PS4, Skyrim on the go, is a no-brainer for me. That's another 100 hours. And at the end of the day, I think the price is $300. It's $299. I think the reason they've done that is so they've got a little bit of wriggle room. By the time the holidays roll around, you'll be able to get it for probably $299 with a packing game. That's probably going to be Mario Kart or 1-2 Switch, because they are very low barrier to entry titles for Nintendo, and they do kind of get you involved with the platform. So for people that can't pre-order just now, it might be worth waiting off to the holidays, getting your pre-orders in maybe in the summer, and then getting it bundled in with a game. But for me, it was a no-brainer. $279, it's less than I paid for my last Wii U, and I'm going to use it a hell of a lot more. Well, guys, thanks for listening. If you want me to keep talking about the Nintendo Switch, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.